Illustrator has two really great ways to edit and manage colors: global color and recolor artwork. Here we'll look at the global color feature. Global colors allow you to easily change a color in the swatch panel, and it will change everywhere that the swatch is applied in your document. A global color is one that remains linked to a swatch in the swatches panel, so if you modify that swatch, all objects using that color are going to be updated. Let me show you how this works. If I use my group selection tool and select the circle behind the octopus, the color chip that I'm using in my swatch panel is going to be highlighted. And notice that it has a little triangle in the lower right-hand corner. The triangle indicates that this is a global color. If I double-click on this and I make a change to this color, and click OK, everywhere that color is being used in my document is going to change. And that's because the global color was being used behind the octopus and on the fish down here. If I use the group selection tool and select this color behind the crab, you'll notice that this color does not have the triangle. It's not a global color. So currently, if I make a change to this color, it's not going to affect anything else, only that element. I'm going to turn this into a global color, but before I do so, I'm going to undo, and I'm going to use Select, Same, Fill Color to select all objects that are using the same fill color. Now I'll double click on this, and I'm going to change this to a global color. We'll make it a peach shade, and I'm going to give it a new name of peach. I'll click OK, and now you can see that everywhere that this color is being used, it's been changed to this new pinky peach color. This is a really quick and easy way to try out different hues and moods in your artwork, and it makes it really easy to test how the color change is going to look in a matter of seconds. I really recommend using this feature, especially for website elements. By doing so, you can easily edit the look and the feel of your website. It's important that you set up your global colors before you actually use them, so that when you change them later, you can take advantage of using them. If I select this color, which isn't a global color, but you can see it's being used elsewhere on my page. If I double click and I turn it into a global color, and then I change the hue of the color, and I click OK, you can see that only this instance of the element is going to update and change. The other ones weren't affected. And the reason why is because I made the global color after I had assigned this fill color to these other elements. Remember that changing a global color will change everywhere that the color is being used, but that color would have to have been assigned to those other elements prior. I also want to let you know that spot colors are global colors. Process colors can be either global or local. Let's go ahead and look at a spot color. I'm going to select this color, which currently is a global color. If I double click on it, you can see that the color type is set to process. If I change this to a spot color and I click OK, the icon is going to change slightly. It's now going to have the triangle and a little dot. And let's say I make another color in my document a spot color. I'll change this light blue color to a spot color. And you can see that I didn't have global checked, but it automatically grays out and checks it by default. What this means is that anytime you make a change to a spot color, that change is going to affect any element that is using that color. So keep that in mind. It's easy to identify global colors. You'll be able to see the triangle appearing in the swatch palette, which indicates that they're global, as opposed to just the thumbnail that doesn't have any triangle. A global color is automatically updated throughout your artwork when you edit it. Global colors are a great way to quickly change the mood and look of your illustrations. This option allows you to make dynamic changes to the color after it's been applied, and all instances of that use will be updated.